Hello, great people. I heard something on Arise News flagship program, the morning show, the show that's being hosted by Dr. Ruben Abati, Rufai Oseni, and Ayo Mario Esse. Now, they invited guests based on the current political crisis lingering the APC in Bayelsa State. And one of the guests made an assertion that shook me. To my surprise, Abati did not further probe that guest. Rufai Oseni, the Rufai that is always on fire, did not probe that guest further. And I was wondering, what's going on? How will you let this kind of thing just, fly like that? You need to probe because this is monumental corruption. And you'll be watching the video soon. The guy said that $5 million was awarded for a project. Instead, Timipre Sylva, the former governor of Bayelsa State, during the time of Buhari, he was an appointee of Buhari. He collected $35 million. That means that the project fee was inflated from $5 million to $35 million. Yet, nothing was done. So, the guy was asserting that it is corruption fighting back. That is why Timipre Sylva is not in good terms with Heineken Lokpobiri, a current minister under the Tinubu government. And you wonder that, how with this kind of allegation, $35 million, and everybody kept quiet. Even Ruben didn't probe further. Now, that's the essence of this platform. That's why if you are watching me and you are here to subscribe, trust me, you need to click the subscribe button. Because when I see such things, that is why I usually bring the political education to analyze politics and happenings in the polity for you. Now, let's watch the video before we now come back to analyze very briefly. Within 8-10 minutes, I'll be telling you why the guy made that allegation. Could it be true? And some of the things that you need to know about some of these our politicians, or if you like, mindless politicians, and what they usually do with political appointments in the Niger Delta. And also, EFCC. Why is EFCC always keeping quiet? Let's watch the video first and come back for great analysis. Let's watch the video. Let's watch it.
You see, this issue is not about party politics. The issue is bordered on corruption fighting back. It's corruption that is fighting back. There is no anti-party activity anywhere. You want to kill a dog, you must look for a name to hit him. And that is what is happening. You see, the immediate past Petroleum Minister of Petroleum, Chief Timipre Sylva, was the chairman of the Local Content Board. The Local Content Board had a deal to build a modular refinery in Okpoma Brass local government area. The original cost of the work is $5 million, but this money was increased to $35 million paid. And as I talk to you, not even the grasses have been cleared. It is my community, and that is the community where Chief Timipre Sylva comes from. Not the grasses, not even one iron rod is placed there. So when the President Minister came on board, he saw these things and he questioned it. They cornered him in order to bring him into the arrangement. He said, no, this is our state. Go and build that in there. He's not even concerned about the increase of the amount from $5 million to $35 million. But he said, look, whatever you have done, I don't want to know. But go and build this project. It's a project that will give employment to thousands of Bayelsans. Thousands of Bayelsans. We are talking of job creation. We are talking of job scarcity. And this is an opportunity and nothing has been done. And that is why the past minister, which Timipre Sylva, is fighting back.
There you have it. $5 million was the cost of the modular refinery. Timipre Sylva collected extra $30 million. Yet, nothing was done. Not even the grass was touched. See, let's say a prayer. The kind of conflict that will occur, that will always make politicians in your state, in my state, across the federation to expose themselves. May God always let it occur. Because if you think this guy is lying, don't forget that they are in the same political party. They are in the same political family. They know themselves. They are the same politicians. Nothing is hidden from them. What is hidden from you, an average citizen, is not hidden from a politician that is even in the opposition party, not to now talk of they are now in the same political party. So before you crucify that guy that, oh, maybe he's lying, don't forget that they are in the same political party. A major point of note is that Timipre Sylva allegedly collected the money and did nothing. Not that the project is 50% completed, 80% completed. Maybe we can think, oh, it is inflation that since when T-Pain became the president, oh, inflation has increased and all that. Maybe. But he didn't even touch it at all. So it is not even an abandoned project. He has not even started executing the project. $35 million of taxpayers' money. You can see that these politicians, they don't have the fear of God. You collect $35 million. You can't even say, okay, oh, let me even start the project. Even if you are going to lie that, oh, the money is not enough, at least do something. At least if you start the project, you will employ some Bayelsa sons and daughters through direct and indirect employment, through skilled and unskilled labor. At least people will benefit. But a project that you didn't even start at all, so that means that the people are not benefiting from the money, and the project is even not existence, not to talk of it boosting the life, economy, and welfare of the people. I wonder how politicians sleep at night. Sincerely, if you collect $35 million and you just allegedly share it among your people, how do you sleep at night? You see, let me tell you one thing about the Niger Delta. You know, Nigeria practices a monoproduct economy dependent on oil. That means that in Nigeria, we dey get oil. You know, we dey get our money through oil. Now, they usually post key people to key agencies in the Niger Delta so that they can have money for election. In other words, if you want to contest, let's say the president likes you, or the first lady likes you, or the party chairman, or those that have the ears and minds of the president, if they like you and they want to make you to contest, let's say you now, you that you are watching me, you fall in that category, and they are preparing you to run for governorship, and you don't have money. What they usually do is they will post you to a ministry in the Niger Delta, because they know that that is where the money is. For instance, they can post you to be a minister in the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs. If you are a minister there, it is just like a cash cow. Look at NDDC. You remember Akpabio and is this what's the name of this woman? Joy Nune. You remember that case of off your mic? Exactly. So if they like you and they are preparing you and they want you to have the financial war chest, they will just intentionally post you there so that you can make money, so that you can cash out. It is from that money that you cash out that you will use to now run your election. Imagine Timipre Sylva ran for governorship election again. He lost. Tell me, that is one that we know compared to so many things, so many kurukuru, so many kurukere, magomago that would have been perpetrated while Buhari was in office. If one deal alone could bring in $35 million, do the maths, my people. At the rate of 1,710 naira, let's use 1,700 times it by 35 million. That is the amount that Timipre Sylva has for one deal in naira. Tell me, in a small state like Bayelsa, a very small state, is that money not enough to contest for election? In a small state like that, is that money not enough to contest? Of course, it is enough to contest for election. Very enough in a small state like that. So you can imagine how they compensate themselves, how they leverage on the poverty, you know, the starvation, the destitution of the Nigerian people to further their own political empire. You see, that's what I've always told people. If you like, hate your neighbor because of a politician. That politician is cashing out. The politician cannot help you. Is that your neighbor that can help you? If you have cardiac arrest, is that your neighbor that can come to your rescue? If you faint, is that your neighbor, you know, that will come to your rescue? You are hating your neighbor because of a politician that is busy stealing your destiny and the destiny of your neighbor. Not be you and your neighbor supposed to align. Pursue that politician and say, no, operation release our destiny. The question is, when will Nigerians be wise? And one major thing is, we need to consider it. Where is EFCC? I thought they said, you know, that eagle, that logo where they did EFCC, you know, that eagle where they did EFCC logo. That eagle, you know, they see. Why is it that EFCC in Nigeria, you know, they won't sniff this information? See me, I was listening to it. I was able to pick it out that, wow, this is massive, monumental corruption. Is it that in EFCC office across the country, there's no EFCC official, there's no police official, there's no DSS official, there's no civil defense official that could have overheard it on Arise TV and escalate it to EFCC, even if EFCC gets ear problem, so that they can begin to launch a massive investigation into this thing. But EFCC will go do as if say they no hear that one. No. Now all these small Yahoo boys will never pick. Now them, they go harass. Now hotel, they go boss when husband and wife or boyfriend and girlfriend, whether they enjoy each other, they go the boss hotel room. But the real corruption, the big corruption, which is people's money, right? People's money, Nigerians' money, they go turn deaf ear. They don't go here. So the eyes of EFCC, the eyes of that their ego, is it that it doesn't see politician? When politicians are coming, the eyes of that ego will just go blind, right? Is that the case? Because I'm wondering why EFCC did not hear or see this thing. But the same EFCC, we know a Yahoo boy that is living inside the ghetto. How did they know a Yahoo boy? You can imagine. Now, look at the level of underdevelopment that we have. I uploaded a video some days ago whereby one of the honorables in Rivers State was alleging that Nyesom Wike, the former governor, allegedly stole as much as 2 trillion naira during his 8 years of reign as governor of Rivers State. 2 trillion naira. So, are you wondering why there's so much poverty around you? Are you wondering why there's so much starvation? Are you wondering why people of the Niger Delta, despite their hoard, they are living in poverty, agony, destitution? Are you wondering why they are languishing in anguish? That is the answer. If one politician, a governor, can allegedly steal 2 trillion, don't forget that he has deputy governor, he has commissioners, special advisors that must have cornered one or two things into their pocket as well. And now look at it, Rivers State, Bayelsa State, the man that is appointed, instead of him to strive for the development of his people, the money meant to provide amenities that will provide job, a modular refinery, they don't chop up. Why are Nigerians wicked? Why? Why are Nigerians leaders so heartless that they just want everything to themselves? But they keep prospering in this illicit act because why? Nigeria has a largely docile and disoriented citizen. To erase that disorientation, to bring forth the political education, that's the essence of this channel. So if you are yet to subscribe, please do well to subscribe to this channel. Do well to turn on your notification button and do well to share this video. Let other people get educated as well. It's been an interesting time with you. And I remember my humble self, Dr. Omoshola Deji. Dr. Deji is a political scientist with a PhD in political science. And this is where we analyze politics and happenings in the politics. Till I see you again. Of course, very soon. Because I'm not always far from you. Remember, I love you all sincerely.